of Jackson Middle School, and we're just about ready to get going on a non-conference game, and it looks like a honey of a matchup as the Jackson Ironmen 18-4 on the season, champions of the Frontier Athletic Conference, take on the visiting Ironton Fighting Tigers, 14-4 champions of the Ohio Valley Conference. Dan, sounds like we've got a great matchup.
Great matchup, Pete Wilson. Two teams coming into tonight. Both are league champs. We won the Frontier Athletic Conference Championship. They won the Ohio Valley Conference Championship. So it's a battle of the conferences here. Battle for pride. Both teams are set up for now tournament time coming up. Successful seasons. We got two teams today, Pete Wilson, with a combined record of 32-7. That's pretty impressive.
Right, and I tell you what, both teams have taken care of business on the conference side. This is the last week of the regular season. A lot of non-conference games scheduled as teams try to set up for the tournament, which is the next week. We'll talk about that here in a little bit, but I think you hit the nail on the head, Dan. Both of these teams, their coaches, the players are aware that the other team is highly touted as well, and I think both teams would really like to keep positive momentum going and beat another outstanding team.
Well, Coach McGraw appears to be throwing out there what has been established as our kind of number one pitcher, and Raylan Weiland. He, as the year went on, I don't know if he was that way at the start of the season, but certainly by mid-season on, he has been our number one. Waylon DeLong kind of established himself as our number two at this moment, but we're going with our top starting pitcher tonight against this Ironton team. So it does set up for a great matchup. Ironman coming off a win. Now, Jackson had won 14, I think, of their previous 15 games. They did lose the other night at Reedsville Eastern, but bounced right back with a huge win against Athens, another very good baseball team.
Both of those games on the road that pushed Jackson to the 18-win mark, and very aware that the standard of excellence is 20 wins, which isn't easy to get, but certainly gettable now for the Ironmen with what's left on the schedule.
Well, we've done that 5 years in a row, and I know Coach McGraw wants nothing more than to get there a sixth time, and many more past that, or hopefully a handful more past that.
Braden Baker is the leadoff hitter for the Ironton Fighting Tigers. He takes a pitch low and outside from Rylan Wyatt, the junior left-hander, who has indeed been the number one pitcher for the Ironmen as far as starters go. That pitch is a little bit high and outside, ball two. The defense for the Ironmen, we've got Corbin Smalley behind the plate, Bodie Wolford at first, Rylan DeLong at second, Ryan Simons at short, Cooper Markham over at third. Wyatt steps out, batter steps out. In the outfield, from left to right, it will be Eli Ray, Leighton Camp, and Ashton Seymour.
Baker comes into tonight's contest with a .274 average, Pete Wilson. They have got some very impressive hitters in this lineup, and as you said, from talking to them, they've had 8 shutouts pitched this year, so the pitching staff is strong. It's just a typical Ironton Tiger, very strong athletic team.
Pitch is fouled back, so the count now square 2-2 as the pitch before that was called strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, Dan, we talk about this all the time. We go back a way, so we have some perspective. You think about Ironton football, but the baseball team has always been very good as well. Mike Burcham was there forever as a baseball coach, a Hall of Famer, and he's still around, by the way, although he's retired. Simons with a 2-bouncer over to first, and I believe they tagged him. They did. Pulled Bodie off the base. He tagged the runner coming by just to be sure, and that is the first out of the inning.
Pretty play all the way around. The throw brought Bodie off a little off, but he did the sweep tag to get the runner. Quick one out.
Bryson Kearns is the shortstop. Bats from the right-hand side. Beautiful weather here. High 60s, high sky, a lot of sun. Partly cloudy, but looks like that no threat of rain and no wind to speak of that I can see.
Well, the flag is motionless at the moment, but it will be a right field for right field. A little bit later start tonight. Ironton needed to push the first pitch back to 5:30.
Second pitch is in there for a strike, so the count is squared. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jackson will be busy this week. 4 games all on the road at Ironton, or rather 3 games. The next 3 games are all on the road, rather. They're home tonight. Pitch is just a little bit low for ball 2. at Gallia Academy Wednesday, at Unioto rather, Thursday, and then at Waverly Friday, as the Ironmen set themselves up for tournament play the following Wednesday. It will be their opener.
This has been one of the best springs weather-wise, Pete Wilson. We have not had a game canceled this year. That's an amazing thing to happen in the spring. We had the one rain out in the 6th inning on a Saturday that you were not here, and boy, did it come down hard and washed everything out that game, but everything else has been pretty decent weather, and some of these nights have just been beautiful like tonight.
2-2 pitch is swung on and missed by Kearns, and 2 up and 2 down here in inning number 1, and this will bring up the catcher, Ethan Sutton.
I mentioned Kearns, we just struck him out. He was a .393 average, and here comes Sutton up. He bats .418 on the season, leads him with 22 RBIs. He and Hughes, the starting pitcher, each have 22 RBIs. They're kind of their key hitters in this lineup.
Right, and you know, when you have when you've played 18 games and you have more RBIs than games,
you're doing something.
Yeah, just think about a major league season, 162 games. Anybody with 162 RBIs is going to be fearsome.
We've got about be Lou Gehrig for that.
Pitch is swung on and fouled out of play for strike 1. We understand that Jacob Hughes is considered one of the top, if not the top pitcher for the Tigers, so their coach thinking the same thing, setting up for the tournament, and also knowing who he's playing too. These two teams, champions going against each other today. Pitch, nice pitch on the outside corner for a strike.
Well, you have a gap in time here as tournament play doesn't start till next week. Ironmen only play one game next week, and then they go a whole other week if they win to advance to the next game, which would be a district semifinal contest.
0-2 pitch did miss by much. Smalley set up on the outside corner wanting the ball there, but just a little bit off the plate. So we go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wyatt working rather quickly, coming back to the plate again. Curveball is hit fly ball deep left field, but Eli Ray is right under there at a fairly easy 1-2-3 inning to start off for the Ironmen. In the inning for the Ironton Fighting Tigers, no runs, no hits. There was no Jackson errors, nobody left on base in the middle half of the first inning. It's the Ironton Fighting Tigers 0, the Jackson Ironmen coming to bat. You're listening and watching Jackson Ironmen Baseball on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel.
When your vehicle or semi finds itself stuck on the road, call the rescue team at Angles Garage and Wrecker Service, located at 10992 Chillicothe Pike in Jackson. Call Angles Garage and Wrecker Service at 577-3636. Let's hook up.
Step into the charm of Archinetti's, located in a beautiful 1800s colonial-style house at 181 East Main Street in Jackson. Open Tuesday through Saturday with 3 daily off-the-menu lunch and dinner specials. Archinetti's prides itself in providing you with a fresh and delicious homemade meal each and every time. Archinetti's, where history meets great food.
Good people bring good people.
At Buckeye Construction and Restoration, it's the foundation of our projects and our company. BCR offers competitive salaries, professional development opportunities, and an employee referral bonus program. Visit BCRMCO.com to apply. BCR, preserving our history with the hands of craftsmen.
We go to the bottom half of the first inning. The Ironmen take their first turn at bat against the Ironton Fighting Tigers and their pitcher, a right-hander by the name of Jacob Hughes. And the Ironmen, a familiar lineup here against Hughes. It'll be Leighton Camp leading off in center field, Eli Ray batting second at left field, Ryan Simons in the 3-hole at shortstop, Bodie Wolford, the cleanup hitter at first base, Ashton Seymour will bat fifth and play right field, Waylon DeLong will be batting sixth at second base, Rylan Wyatt, the pitcher, bats seventh, Cooper Markham, the third baseman, bats eighth, and Braden Manring is the designated hitter in the lineup for Corbin Smalley, batting in the 9 spot.
Right-hander Jacob Hughes, Pete Wilson, not only is a starting pitcher for him, one of their top pitchers, he's also their top hitter, at least one of them batting .420 on the season. So what is he? He's just a baseball player. Looks like probably could play about anywhere.
He is a right-hander. And as we said, this Ironton Fighting Tiger team won the Ohio Valley Conference. Usually good baseball down along the river, and I'm sure that was no difference this year. We saw the Gallipolis Blue Devils earlier this year. The Ironmen beat them. They and Ironton and Portsmouth were in a big 3-way battle for the title there, and it ended up with Ironton coming out on top.
Jackson winning that Frontier Athletic Conference again this year. The what we figure the 5th time out of 6 years. Ironmen have been league champs, and 3 in a row.
Mm-hmm. And, I think, we talked about this with Coach McGraw after one of our recent victories. He admitted that he didn't know we were going to be here. He always talks confidence at the beginning of the season, but I had to agree with him. There were some question marks that had to be answered, and this team has certainly answered them.
Wouldn't you say last couple years the expectations were high coming into the season, and they performed accordingly? Matter of fact, they were undefeated 2 years in a row within the league. This year, a bit of a surprise, and those are the really fun seasons when a team just gets better and better as the year goes on. A young team meshed in there with our 3 seniors in the middle of that order.
Leighton Camp batting left, faces Hughes. There's a fastball outside for ball 1. Looks like he's got some giddy up on that fastball.
Yes, he did, didn't he?
Fastball's down low, ball 2. Camp, good speed, as you would guess, for a leadoff man. His job is to get on base for those bombers behind him that's been playing so well. Good pitch on the outside corner. Ball strike 1. Ironton defense straight away and playing deep. Pitch is inside, and Leighton has to move out of the way to avoid being hit. Ball 3.
Coach McGraw so impressed with our 2, 3, and 4 hitter, but he's kind of locked in now on Leighton Camp as a leadoff hitter. Doing a nice job at it.
Pitch is high, ball 4.
And that's what he's supposed to do.
Got a steady diet of fastballs, but 4 of them were out of the strike zone, and Camp draws a leadoff walk. Here is Eli Ray, the left fielder. Although a senior, and I'm sure counted on to be one of the Ironman's top performers, he has been one of the keys to the success of this team, no doubt, both offensively and defensively.
Batting .379 on the season, 3 home runs, 18 RBIs, 22 hits on the season, and has just been hitting at the second half of the year at a very high rate.
Swing and a miss on a fastball that was maybe just off the outside corner.
Nice thing we like about Leighton Camp, too, when he gets on base. Good base runner. Always a threat to steal.
Getting about a 3-step lead over there at first base. Hughes looks over that way. Quick snap throw. Camp is back in, hands first. Hughes pitching from the stretch, of course, with a runner on first. Camp's going low and inside. Throw down to second base. He is safe. I tell you what, the catcher made it a very close
he did.
It was an off-speed pitch and a little bit low, and I thought maybe he might not even throw.
He had to scoop it down near the dirt, but he really got off his stamps quickly and got a pretty good throw down there. But Leighton, with his good base running ability, he was able to outrun the throw.
Right, the throw was down low, which is where it needed to be to make a good tag, and it was pretty close out there. But Camp does get credit for the stolen base. The count to Eli Ray is 1 ball and 1 strike because that off-speed pitch was lit inside. Now Hughes looks behind him at the runner. Long look back there at second base. Here he comes to the plate. Called strike 2 on the inside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Left fielder playing Eli to pull the ball, which he has really been I won't call him a dead pull hitter, but he does turn on the ball pretty quickly.
One-two pitch coming, and that is hit by the second baseman into right field. Here comes Camp. He is going to try to score. The right fielder is going to throw it in. It's going to be cut off by the first baseman, and so Eli Ray, you called him a pull hitter, and he went the other way, Dan, on that fastball, and he has an RBI single.
Pitch was outside, Pete. He stuck his bat out there, hit the line drive past the second baseman, and Leighton Camp scores easily, and the Ironmen are on the board.
With 2 strikes, a good bit of hitting there as he saw the pitch and made contact, and good things happened. So the Ironmen score quickly here in the bottom half of the first inning. Leighton Camp walks, steals second, and comes around on Eli Ray's single. Here is Ryan Simons, the senior shortstop to the Ironmen.
One of the very top players in all of Southeast Ohio. Boy, that pitch is inside. He turns away from it. Ryan Simons is holding on right now to a gaudy .571 batting average. 32 hits leads the Ironman in that category. 16 stolen bases leads us in that category. 3 home runs. What a season the senior shortstop is having.
Fastball is a little bit high for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Throw down to first base, but no problem in Eli Ray getting back. And, if I recall correctly, Ryan really has done all this after maybe the first week and a half of the season, got off to a little
bit of a slow start for him.
Average-wise, but, man, he has been on fire most of the season. Nice off-speed pitch this time, but it's outside ball. I guess the count's 3-0. I thought that last pitch might have been called a strike, but it was not. So the count goes to 3-0. Let's see if they give Rhino the green light here on 3-0. That's in there across the knees for strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike.
I think after walk hit and now a 3-0 count, you probably got to make him throw a strike, but I'd say Rhino has the green light now.
And that pitch is hit in the air. The third baseman coming over, the catcher coming over. I believe it's going to be out of play, and it is. Count goes full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hitter in the lineup, Eli Ray, such an outstanding hitter, but also very good base stealer. We know he has outstanding speed.
Ironmen trying to get ahead here. They already are ahead, trying to add to it here in the bottom half of the first inning against what is a very good Ironton team and a very good Ironton pitcher. 3-2 pitch coming to Ryan Simons. Curveball is hit out of play, foul. Not a bad curveball, Dan. It really broke, but Ryan was able to foul it off.
Eli Ray was running on the pitch. Would have had it pretty easily looked like stolen base.
Ryan Simons making the pitcher work here in the first inning. Bodie Wolford on deck. And that pitch is hit in the air. I think this one's going to be in play. The first baseman in foul territory.
Oh, he could not see it at all, and it just drops between he and the second baseman, and he just put his hands up, Pete. He was totally blinded by the sun.
I tell you what, I was watching the first baseman. I wasn't watching the ball. I thought he was under it.
Yeah.
The ball probably hit, 10 feet away from him?
Yep. Oh, it was a little
territory.
bit, but he overran it. He just lost complete sight of it, and that's the difficulty on this right side of the field on a bright, clear day.
Right.
And Ryan gets new life.
Right, and the second baseman, the pitcher, didn't come over to help, figuring the first baseman had it easy. So the count is still full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And safe and a walk. Simons took a pitch a little bit high and inside, and so Eli Ray was running, but of course he gets second base on the walk. And so the Ironmen first inning continues for first baseman Bodie Wolford.
We catch a break there with the blind pop-up that drops, so let's see if we can take advantage of it.
Well, you could call that a mistake, but it is not an error.
Nope, but Bodie Wolford comes in, 388 average, 5 home runs, 25 RBIs to lead the team in RBIs. Heart of that order of this Jackson lineup's been so strong, especially the last half of this season.
And there's a hard grounder to the shortstop. He's got it. He bobbles it, and he bobbles it again. And it's going to be an error there. It wouldn't have been an easy play, but he certainly had to play somewhere. Maybe to second base would have been the easiest. And so the inning continues on that bouncing ball that the shortstop's just unable to get a handle on. And the bases, Dan, are now loaded for Ashton Seymour, the right fielder.
What a game Ashton had pitching for the Ironmen the last time out over at Athens.
And Ironton is bringing the infield in, hoping to cut off that next run at the plate. Makes a ground ball much more likely to get through. Ashton calls timeout. Ashton Seymour was the pitcher of record over at Athens, pitched an excellent ball game.
Went 6 innings.
Right.
Outstanding pitching effort. Ironman hit the ball very well that night.
Yeah, more pitching depth there. And, as Ironman go to tournament times, look, Ashton Seymour can also be counted on. Curveball A lot of break on it, but it's a little low for ball one. 1 ball and no strikes.
I have to say in this inning, Hughes has had a hard time finding the plate, but he's close. He's been close on most pitches.
He's kind of going a little bit more with the off-speed stuff. Nice curveball, dropped it in there for strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike.
It's a good-looking pitch there. Boy, the runners get nice leads because of the infield in. They get an extra step or two off the base.
Eli Ray at third. Ryan Simons at second. Bodie Wolford at first. 1-1 is your count to Ashton Seymour. Another nice curveball dropped in there for strike 2. Froze the batter a little bit. I think maybe he was looking for number 1 and didn't get it.
Those are tough pitches when it's righty versus righty. Pitch starts out like it's coming at your elbow and curving in and catching the inside of the plate.
Count is 1-2 to Seymour. I tell you, if you're an Ironton fan, man, you want to strike out right now. The 1-2 pitch coming, swing and a miss. That's exactly what he got. That's out number 1. And here comes Waylon DeLong, the freshman second baseman.
Waylon batting .278 on the season. And as a pitcher, boy, like I said, he's established himself as our number 2. He has 3 wins on the season, 35 Ks, doing a heck of a job, both fielding, pitching, hitting. And you're right, only a freshman.
So Hughes trying to get out of this major jam, and there is a line drive down the line, but foul.
Maybe 5 yards foul, but boy, he hit a shot.
Well, DeLong definitely a pull hitter. We've seen him hit fair balls and foul balls very hard down that left field line.
Yep.
And he certainly wasn't fooled on that one.
Now a little pressure on Jackson. They got the 1 run in, but with this many base runners and opportunities, you got to take a little more advantage.
You don't know how many opportunities like this you're going to get against a really good pitching and defensive team. Curveball stays inside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Waylon DeLong, son of assistant coach Ryan DeLong. He's down at first base as the coach. Of course, Coach Josh McGraw in the third base coaching box. 1-1 pitch coming. Ground ball, just foul. Almost hit Eli Ray. I think if it hits him in fair territory, he's out.
I think he was in foul territory, though.
Okay. Well, that was very close either way. So DeLong, a couple of close foul balls down the third base way. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Hughes got the count down to 2 strikes now.
That actually could have been an opportunity for a double play, too, if the third baseman can field that ball. He's right there on third base if he gets it. But Ironman, once again, another opportunity here.
Hughes takes a really long look in. I think he wants a certain call here, and now time is called by DeLong. He was tired of waiting.
Yep, Waylon seems to be seeing the ball nicely here.
One-two pitch coming. It's a big one. Curveball and deep foul, but way foul. Out of play, maybe in the parking lot is where that ball ended up.
He did see it well, turned on it, yanked it way over the bullpen.
Use a lot of pitches here in this first inning. The Ironmen so far have scored 1. They have the bases loaded. We have 1 out. 1-2 is the count to the batter, Waylon DeLong. Curveball stays inside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Whether intended or not, Hughes' pitches to DeLong have mostly been on the inside, to the inside part of the plate.
And he keeps shanking them left.
Now he moves to the outside, does the catcher. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch. It was a little bit to the outside. And so use a nice piece of pitching to get it down to a controllable situation with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Rylan Wyatt, a chance to help himself from the left-hand side. He will bat. course, he's known for his pitching, but he is
very
shown
solid
that he can
hitter.
hit the ball too. A lot of incentive for him right now because he's the pitcher. Wants to help himself. Pitch is way high and outside for ball one. Hughes has walked one and has had some long, deep counts, but really has had pretty good control. No wild pitches or anything so far. Sutton looks like he's a pretty daggone good catcher back there. 1-0 pitch to Wyatt. Curveball. Down low, ball two. He started to swing but held up.
Nice to see him get ahead in the count. No base opportunity here, so Hughes has to come to Ryland eventually.
Ironton defense, of course, on the infield back at regular depth. .2-0 pitch to Ryland Wyatt. And there's a liner the other way, right, hit hard at the Jackson dugout. Strike one, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Little breeze now, Pete Wilson, kind of left field to right field, kind of activity out there.
Kicked up a little bit here in the bottom of the first. Count is 2-1 to Ryland Wyatt. Ironman trying to capitalize on getting the first 4 men on base. So far they've been able to score 1, but Hughes has bounced back to strike out the last 2 batters. Swing and a miss, a mighty swing there by Wyatt. He didn't get it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Inside and low, ball 3.
There comes a big pitch in this first inning. Full count.
A pitch of decision unless it's a foul ball or something. No place to put Ryland Wyatt if the ball's out of the strike zone.
Wind gusting a little bit.
It is picking up. Blowing out, it looks like.
Yep.
Straight out. Another long look in there by Hughes. Pitch is inside, ball 4. And so Ryland Wyatt helps himself with a bases loaded walk. He gets credit for an RBI. Eli Ray comes in to score, and it's 2-0. Simon's over to third, Wooford over to second, and Wyatt on at first. Good at bat for Wyatt. He made him work and got 4 pitches out of the strike zone. Here is sophomore third baseman Cooper Markham up. Ironman now with 2 runs in, bases still loaded. There are 2 out.
And you're
Bottom
right.
half of inning number 1.
Jacob Hughes, outstanding pitcher for Ironton, has thrown a lot of pitches in this first inning.
Nice curveball dropped in there. Strike 1.
Only 1 hit in the contest, but that was a big one, and that was by Eli Ray to drive in the first run in this contest. 3 walks and an error for Jackson, and bases still loaded. There are 2 outs.
Drops another curveball in there for strike 2. Oh-2 pitch coming from Hughes. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He struck out the side, but amongst all those strikeouts, the Ironmen get 2 runs and take a 2-0 lead in the inning. For the Ironmen, there was 2 runs. There was 1 base hit. There was 1 Ironton error, and the bases were left loaded. At the end of the first inning of play, it's the Jackson Ironmen 2, the Ironton Tigers 0. You're listening and watching Jackson Ironmen Baseball on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel.
Walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at belisiofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Ryan Moore Construction specializes in turnkey construction, room additions, kitchen and bathroom remodels, as well as residential and commercial roofing. They also do silicone and acrylic roof coverings. Call today for a free estimate, 740-418-6140.
Dave's & Son Cleaning Service wants you to know that there is a simple solution to all your cleaning needs. Call Dave's & Son Cleaning Service at 286-4280. No, really, that's the solution. They don't cut corners, they clean them.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture. Contact me, Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones financial advisor at 740-286-4872.
ERA Martin & Associates is your local connection to buying and selling real estate. They have a team of great agents ready to help you not only find a property, but actually buy it. There are a lot of steps involved in buying or selling real estate, and it's important to work with an agent you trust to guide you through. ERA Martin & Associates, with offices in Jackson and Wellston, wishing all of our local athletes great success.
Okay, we go to the top half of inning number 2. The Ironmen off to a 2-0 lead after one inning of play as they take advantage of a couple walks and error, paired it with a hit to get the 2 runs off Jacob Hughes. Ironton went down 1-2-3 against Ryland Wyatt in the first inning, so it'll be the 4, 5, 6 hitters led off by the pitcher, who is the cleanup hitter, Jacob Hughes. Nice curveball in there by Ryland Wyatt.
Between innings, when you listen to the commercials, those comes from our sponsors that make all this possible. Stockroom 601, John Clark Law, Edward Jones via Chad Niddle, Red Apple Realty, Warranty Title Company, Kelly Wiley Realty, Top Tier Custom. That's just a few of them. We'll try to get them all mentioned.
Wyatt throws the first 2 pitches for strikes. So the count is 0-2 to Jacob Hughes. Fastball. After 2 curveballs, he throws the fastball by Jacob Hughes, who has a fastball of his own, for out number 1. That's nice start to the inning.
That's a young man from Ironton with a .420 batting average, so that's an impressive strikeout. Apple City Wholesalers, Rent to Own, Angles Garage and Wrecker Service, Virgil Hamilton Insurance, University of Rio Grande, Charmed Boutique, Arch and Eddie's, Matheny Small Engine Repair, Dave & Sons Cleaning.
Tanner Kleinman is up. He is the third baseman, and he takes a strike on the outside corner.
And this list of sponsors goes on. Jackson Transportation, Belicio Foods, Shured Folks Insurance, Ohio Valley Bank.
In there for strike 2.
Eagle Loans, Keith Mannering Trucking, and Southern Ohio Smiles. What a list. What great sponsorship. They give Total Media to allow us to bring you these games.
That didn't miss by much, but it's called ball 1. So Wyatt looking very sharp out of the box, Dan. Count is 1-2 to Tanner Kleinman, the third baseman. Pitches high and away for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the Ironman defense shifting before the pitch. 3 players on the left side of the infield. 2-2 pitches outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Interesting on that defensive tactic right there.
It is, and especially then Ryland came with a pitch a little bit to the outside of the plate, which there was a huge hole there between Bodie Wooford and second base.
Count is 3-2 to Kleinman. Pitches low and away, ball 4. So Kleinman, after taking 2 strikes, gets a walk. So he goes down to first base. And here is the designated hitter, Carter Bridges. Wyatt, the lefty, looks over at first base, now throws that way. Kleinman did not have much of a lead, so he's back standing. Ironman 18-4, going for win number 19. Ironton 14-4, going for win number 15. Both teams with 4 losses. Swing and a foul tip, I believe it was, held on to by Smalley. It's strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch to Bridges. A little bit low. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
As usual, Raylan right around the plate in his first 1+ inning of work.
Curveball. I think that's called strike 2. The ball pops out of Smalley's mitt, and so Kleinman is going to get an uncontested steal. The count is 1-2 strikes.
Wasn't that long ago we watched Ryland pitch a 6-inning no-hitter. One of his many outstanding starts this year.
Bridges steps out, steps back in. Tigers now have a runner at second base with 1 out. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Ball 2. Smalley keeps it in front of him. 2 strikes.
Corbin has grown immensely as this season has gone on as a freshman catcher for the Ironmen.
Here's your 2-2 pitch. A little bit low, ball 3. 3 strikes. Suddenly, Wyatt missing the strike zone on some pitches. Going deeper into the counts. Walked Kleineman on 4 pitches after being ahead of him 0-2. Now it's 3-2 to Bridges. Inside, ball 4.
Back-to-back walks.
Dawson Filyaw, the first baseman, will bat next. And assistant coach, and I believe he kind of is the pitching coach as well. Ryan DeLong goes out there for a word with Rylan Wyatt, trying to
a settle down talk.
Right, tell him to hit pause. You're okay.
Filyaw, the son of one of the voices of Ironton sports.
Jason Filyaw.
Part of the Total Media family.
I'll tell you, if you're a sports broadcaster for Ironton, you have some magic moments along your career, don't you?
Oh, boy.
Been to the state championship game, the state Final Four so many times in football, and some good basketball teams, too, in there.
Never been a shortage of athletes down on the River City.
Well, Dawson bats from the left-hand side. So he's got 2 teammates out there now with 1 out, a couple of back-to-back walks. Lefty against lefty here. Curveball doesn't curve enough, ball 1.
Filyaw bats at a .311 clip for the season.
Pitch was called strike on the outside corner, so it squares the count at 1-1. And that ball is hit into center field. Center fielder is in a hurry, and it gets by Leighton Camp, and the runners had to wait to see if the ball was going to be caught. It was not. But Leighton gets the ball back in to the shortstop Simons. Nobody scores, but the bases are loaded.
Hit the ball very well, kind of away from Leighton. Leighton on the dead run. Did get a glove to touch it, but it would have been an extremely impressive catch. Does hold the runners to a single, but the bases are loaded and there's just 1 out.
Here's Carson Freeman, the second baseman, with a golden opportunity to maybe tie this game up with a base hit. After an opening strikeout, 2 walks and a single. Pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. Now Wyatt facing the same situation that Jacob Hughes did, have to bow his back and pitch his way out of this. The good news is so far Ironton has not yet scored. Swing and a miss, a weak swing there as he had fooled him a little bit. Strike 2, so that's exactly what Wyatt wanted to do, to jump ahead here in this key at-bat early in this game between these 2 conference champions. That pitch just stayed alive with a foul back to the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. The count remains.
He was reaching for that one to stay alive. Got his bat on it.
Ironman defense is at mid-level. They would probably try to get a double play or try to get it out at the easiest base they could.
Would love a force out at the plate.
That would be nice, or a double play. We'll take that.
How about a strikeout?
That's not bad. The count is no balls and 2 strikes here to Freeman. Throws back to first. Filial not far off base, so he's back standing. Wyatt just kind of lobbed it over there, let him know that he's watching.
Lefty has such a good view of the runner at first base. It is tempting once in a while probably to sneak a throw over there.
Curveball called strike 3. Looked like it might have been just a little high, but we'll take it.
We will take it.
Here is Silas Ginger, the left fielder. He is the number 9 hitter, so Wyatt facing the number 9 hitter in the lineup. Both players with an opportunity here to do something really good for their team.
3rd strikeout of the contest for Ryland.
Pitch, nice pitch. Fooled him with his motion, I think. Might have fouled the ball just a little bit. Strike 1. Hughes got a couple strikeouts with the bases loaded to minimize damage. Wyatt trying to do the same. Swing and a miss. That was a fastball. No balls and 2 strikes. So Wyatt bouncing ahead of the number 9 hitter. Ironton has the potential tying runs at 3rd and 2nd. The go-ahead run over at 1st. This is a big batter right here. A big moment in this game. The 0-2 pitch.
Oh,
called
yes.
Strike 3 on the outside corner. Dropped that one in there. So in the inning, Ironton threatens but comes up empty. No runs, no hits. No runs, 1 hit. No errors. The bases were left loaded at the end, or in the middle of the 2nd inning. It's still the Jackson Ironmen 2, the Ironton Fighting Tigers 0. You're listening to Jackson Ironmen Baseball on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel.
A special thanks to Henderson's Western Store for sponsoring our ground camera. Your support helps make all of this possible. Thank you, Henderson's.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than. Visit vcnbfamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Need a ride for any occasion? Choose Jackson Transportation, serving Jackson County and beyond with safe, reliable, and affordable service since 1995. Call 740-288-2091 and arrive in style.
When life throws you the unexpected, you need someone who knows the law and knows the community. From personal injury to criminal defense, family law to estate planning, John Clark has the experience you can trust. Call today, 740-286-4200, or visit 221 East Main Street in Jackson.
Every home is part of a chapter.
Okay, we go to the bottom half of the 2nd inning. Ironmen will come up with their number 9, 1, and 2 hitters. 8 players batted in the 1st inning. The Ironmen scored 2. They did leave the bases loaded, but they did get off to the lead. And so far, Ryland Wyatt, although it was a little exciting there in the 2nd inning, was able to keep Ironton off the scoreboard in that inning as well. And so Braden Mannering, who is in there as the designated hitter for Corbin Smalley, will lead off this inning. He bats from the left side.
Big 2 batters in a row called 3rd strikes on him, and that was a great job out of Wyatt to pitch out of a bit of a jam there in the 2nd inning.
Well, Hughes got all his outs by strikeouts in the 1st, but unfortunately a couple walks and an error and a base hit in there hurt him. There's a hard grounder right back up the middle, and Mannering, the number 9 hitter, leads off the 2nd inning with a base hit. Pitcher had to skip a rope there. Shortstop and second baseman couldn't get over in time. It was hit pretty hard.
Hit hard and right over second base. Pretty hit there by Braden, and that is a great start to this inning.
That is the 2nd hit for the Ironmen in this game. Leighton Camp, who got it all started with a walk, came around to score after a stolen base, came in on Eli Ray's single to score the 1st run of the game.
Another lefty up there.
Quick throw over there. Mannering has been inserted into some games as a pinch runner,
Yes.
so you know he runs pretty well.
Good base runner.
Often the first choice off the bench is a pinch runner.
Runner on first, left-handed hitter, natural hole there between second base and the first baseman.
Pitch is way high and outside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Mannering is running. The pitch is inside. Throw down to second. I believe he's safe.
He is.
He slid under there. Once again, a good throw by Sutton, the catcher. He made that play once again a little closer than I thought it was going to be because Mannering had a really good jump.
Had a good jump, but he outran a very good throw once again.
So the count is 2 balls and no strikes now to Camp. Mannering dances off second base, getting a good lead. Throw back there real and saw that and got back standing. Count is 2-0 to Leighton Camp. Mannering on at second, a single and a stolen base here to start the bottom half of the second. Pitch is outside for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes.
Don't want to belabor it, but boy did Hughes throw a lot of pitches in that first inning, and kind of starting out the second here, a little bit of the same.
Pitch is outside and low, ball 4. And so that is Hughes' 3rd walk of the game. That
4th.
Is it the 4th?
Yeah, he had 3 in the first.
Okay, 3 walks. That's right. So that's 4 walks for the game. First in this inning, and this will bring up Eli Ray. He had the Ironmen's first hit, a single that brought in Camp. And instructions is being given down there personally by Coach Josh McGraw. Let's see if he wants to put some bunt on there.
First baseman thinks he's going to. He's way in on the grass. Third baseman has to stay back a bit with the runner at second.
We'll use in another pickle here in the second inning. First pitch is low and inside for ball 1. Ray did not show any signs of bunting.
It's not all bad letting a batter that's batting probably over 380 for the season swing away.
Well, if your other team thinks you're bunting, though, it kind of puts a little bit of defensive pressure on them. It gets players in different positions there than they would be normally. And that pitch, Ray tried to hold up, but fouls it for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Camp at second. He singled, stole a base. Then Camp walked, so he's on at first.
2 excellent base runners on the bases for the Ironmen.
Shortstop trying to keep Mannering close out there. That pitch is in the air. The right fielder comes in. The second baseman going back, and it drops between them. And are they going to be able to? No, they're not able to force anybody. The second baseman and I think they're looking to see if one of the umpires called an infield fly rule, but that's out in the outfield.
No, that was in the outfield.
Well, I think they were looking for that, though.
That's just Eli Ray knowing where to hit the ball for a single.
That is a single. Camp go. Of course, everybody had to wait to see if the ball was get caught. I think we were guessing the ball was going to get caught.
Well, the sun wasn't quite as bright, which we know the right fielder, it's such a tough field, but second baseman running back, he just didn't get there.
I wonder if the right fielder was just conceding that to the second baseman.
That's the way I felt it.
Definitely easier for the right fielder coming in to get that. Well, the bases are loaded now, and the pitch is high and inside to Ryan Simons. And, Dan, that's not an error, but that is probably a miscue. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, it is, but it's 2 for 2 for Eli Ray.
He'll take it.
Yes.
That'll take the place of those line shots at somebody.
They do say put the ball in play, and a lot of times good things happen. It just did. Infield is in.
That pitch is inside to Simons. Ball 2. No place to put Ryan either, of course.
Nope. It's funny,
Ironman.
Ryan always has that smile on his face as he kind of leaned away from that one not to get hit and smiling back at the home plate umpire.
So used for the second inning in big trouble, already down 2-0. Nice fastball. Looked like that was right down the middle for strike one. Simons walked the first time, stranded at third base. 2-1 pitch, and there is a chopper.
Base hit.
It goes by the third baseman and into the outfield. 1 run scores, and the Ironmen are going to settle for that. So a hard bouncer between the shortstop and third base gets the job done for Ryan Simons as Manring comes in to score the third run, and the bases are still loaded.
Hit it well enough. It finds the gap between third baseman and the shortstop. Ryan another hit. Approaching batting 600 on the season. I think he came into tonight's contest, what did I say it was? It was 571, and he's 1 for 1.
And Ironton head coach Matt Stunebeck. We'd hope we didn't have to say that, but we just did.
Well, I tried to help you there.
Yeah, he was out to have a conference there with everybody. Hughes is there, and the whole infield and the catcher is there, and they're going to, of course, leave Hughes in there. He hasn't thrown that many pitches, and he is obviously an excellent pitcher.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches, but he's only 1 inning of work. He has yet to get an out here in the second inning.
And Bodie reached on an error the first time that had that they kept the inning alive. As it turned out, Jackson was able to score after that error, so that did play into Jackson's second run. That was one of the short, and the infield is way in. Every infielder is in on the grass. Pitch is low and outside for ball 1.
Bodie, a red-hot hitter for the season.
Boy, a ground ball, you're gonna have to be right at someone. But they want to cut off the run at the plate here with the Ironmen already leading 3-0. And there is a line drive. The left fielder makes a great catch. Now Leighton Camp is going to try to tag up, and there's going to be no throw. So, my gosh, they robbed Bodie Wolford of a hit, but then Leighton Camp heads up, went back and tagged up, and he is able to score. So it goes down, instead of a big hit, a sacrifice fly.
Boy, and Bodie hit the ball right on the nose, and it was a backhanded running catch by the left fielder. Nice job there of Braden Manring tagging and getting a fourth run in for the Ironmen.
Ironmen now lead 4-0. Ashton Seymour struck out with the bases loaded last time, and now he comes up with 2 men on. That pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. I tell you, great play by the left fielder. It really was, but I thought heads-up base running by Leighton Camp down there at third. Of course, he's got Josh McGraw, and he's here, too. Another pitch on the outside corner for strike 2. 1 man out, 2 runs in. Ironman with still 2 runners on base.
Yeah, if he doesn't backhand that catch, that goes to the fence, and a lot of people end up running and probably scoring anywhere from 2 to 3 runs on the hit.
Catcher wants it on the outside corner. Here's the pitch.
Ooh.
And it was out there on the outside corner or thereabouts, and it's called out number 2. Good. The catcher did a good job positioning himself and maybe framing that pitch. But it goes throughout number 2, and then Waylon DeLong comes up. He had some hard foul balls before he did strike out in the first inning. He's going to get another chance now with runners on base. Ironman 2 runs in this inning, 4 for the game. They lead 4-0 in the bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss. Didn't get cheated, but didn't get the ball either. Hughes has racked up 4 strikeouts in this game. The only out that wasn't a strikeout was the sacrifice fly. Another swing and a miss on a fastball. 0-2. So Hughes rallying back here, trying to get out of another big jam. Called strike 3. Catcher drops the ball. He's out. Okay, so Hughes strikes out 2 to once again hold the Ironmen to 2 runs, but the Ironmen do get 2 runs. They get 2 base hits. No, 3 base hits.
3 hits.
3 base hits. There was no Ironton errors, and there was 2 runners left on base. So at the end of 2 innings of play, it's now the Jackson Ironmen 4, the Ironton Fighting Tigers 0. You're watching and listening Jackson Ironman Baseball on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel.
Whether it's your first home, a place in your growing family, or an empty nester cottage, I'm here for you. From my team to yours, go Ironman.
As we honor the spirit of hard work and the American grit that keeps our community strong, Matheny's Hauling and Landscaping is here to help you tackle the tough jobs. When winter hits, count on our fast, dependable snow removal, and don't forget to stop in and look at our wide selection of firewood for sale so your home stays warm all winter long. If you have a storage shed that needs cleaned out, call 740-577-2218 today, and they'll get it done quickly and professionally. This season, choose a locally trusted, veteran-owned and operated team that believes in service, reliability, and pride in every job. Matheny's Hauling and Landscaping, working hard for the red, white, and you.
Start and end your day with McDonald's of Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you're always cooking up something great from your Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur McDonald's. And I'm loving it, and you will too.
Are you looking for the...
Hughes needs to have the bases loaded before he does his best pitching.
2 innings in the books, and it's been all Jackson Ironmen so far. The score stands at 4-0, Pete Wilson, and really, in all honesty, it couldn't be any closer. The Ironmen have had opportunities, but still have the 4-0 lead.
Yeah, the Ironmen have scored 4 runs. They have also left 5 runners on base.
You're right.
Give Hughes credit for pitching out of some major jams, even though he has given up those 4 runs.
Braden Baker, the leadoff hitter, back to the top of the order. First pitch by Ryland, a little bit outside. Beautiful night for baseball. Nice home crowd here. They've really enjoyed. We've had some fun games here at Sparky Howler Field this season. There's a curveball that hangs outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Top of the 3rd inning. There is a check swing foul ball.
I think the Baker wanted to hold back on that.
I think he'd like to have.
But it looked like a pretty good pitch to hit.
His first time up, he grounded out to Ryan Simets. Made the throw over to first base. Pulled Bodie off the bag a little bit, but Bodie made the nice swiping tag. That pitch is high. 3 balls, 1 strike. Leadoff hitter here, top of the 3rd inning. Ironman with the 4-0 lead. That pitch is going to be a called strike, and wow, Braden Baker goes about 4 steps up the first baseline and stares back at the umpire. That kind of stare, Pete, won't get you a very good call this next pitch, maybe. And there is a line drive right at Ryan Simets, makes the catch, and it's 1 out.
Yeah, it looked a little better coming off the bat than it ended up.
It did, didn't it? Yes.
Kind of a dying quail out there. I thought, is Ryan going to be able to jump up and get that line drive? And it kind of just died right when it got to him.
Bryson Kearns, shortstop, second hitter in the order, 1 out. Curveball is going to be a called strike. Catches the outside edge.
Right, I think the outside pitch is receiving favorable consideration from the umpire, both sides.
Kearns, a near 400 hitter for this Ironton team, struck out his first time up. Pitch by Ryland will be a touch low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Or is 1-2?
That's the count.
1 out. There's a swing and a miss and another strikeout for Ryland Wyant.
Number 5.
Struck out the side last inning. Squeezed in between some of those strikeouts were 2 walks and a single, but no runs scored. Ethan Sutton coming up to the plate. Once again, an over 400 hitter for this Tigers team. 3 and 4 hitter, bat a little bit like ours. 2, 3, and 4, bat at about 390 and above for the season. First pitch is a ball. Busy week of baseball for Jackson as they go on the road. Galplis Wednesday night, Uniota Thursday night, Waverly Friday night, all on the road. There's a ground ball down to Cooper. Long throw across the diamond, and he gets him. Cooper Markham with a pretty play, a better throw. Ground out, puts 3 up, 3 down. So through 2.5 innings, it is your Jackson Ironmen 4, Ironton Tigers 0. This is Jackson Ironman Baseball on Total Media Sports.
Power Sport vehicle? Well, come visit Pony Power Sports of Jackson. We're the same great faces you know and love at the same location and with the best selection in the tri-state area. From motorcycles to ATVs to side-by-sides. Pony Power Sports of Jackson has them all. It's where your adventure begins. Get to the pony.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the local pros at Red Apple Realty. They know Jackson and Ohio like the back of their hand, and they want to make your move smooth, simple, and successful. From first homes to forever homes, farms to fixer-uppers, they have the keys to your next chapter. If it's residential, commercial, or you're looking for land, their agents will search statewide for whatever you need. Call Red Apple Realty today at 740-577-3600 or visit redapplerealtyllc.com.
It's that time of year again. It's football season. Stop in and see us at the Sherwood Falks Insurance Agency to learn more about Ohio Mutual. We can help you select the right coverage for your needs. Call us today at 740-286-1708 or visit us on the web at SherwoodInsurance.com.
Top Tier Customs in Jackson is your local destination for bold builds and custom styles. From lift kits and lighting to wheels, winches, and more, we do it all with expert care. Bring your truck, Jeep, or SUV in today and leave with a ride that truly stands out.
Virgil Hamilton.
Another huge thank you to our sponsors that allow us to bring you all these high school athletics. Total Media Sports. The effort they put on to bring you these games is a pretty amazing thing. 2.5 innings in the books. It's Jackson Ironmen 4 and coming to bat, Ironton Tigers 0. Jacob Hughes still out there on the mound. They've got to him for 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second. He's thrown a lot of pitches. Young man who just got 3 up and 3 down in the top of the 3rd inning, Rylan Wyant coming to the plate. He worked a walk that got him an RBI and had the Ironmans forced in the Ironman's 2nd run of that 1st inning. Bats from the left side, facing the righty. The pitch to Rylan is a called strike. Cooper Markham on deck. Made a very nice fielding play there to get the Ironman through the top of that 3rd inning. There is a half swing at a curve ball. That'll be a called 2nd strike. 0-2 the quick count on Wyatt. Very impressive Jackson Ironman baseball family is Rylan. And there's a called 3rd strike. Markham coming up to the plate. He struck out his first time up.
Hughes with now 6 strikeouts.
That's really been the only way to get outs in this game. And remember that sacrifice fly for Bodie was such a hard hit ball with a spectacular play by their left fielder, where the Ironmen might have a few more runs.
That's actually 3 strikeouts in a row now for Hughes.
That curveball stays a little high, ball 1. Ironmen have 4 hits in the contest. There is a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Bunt attempt is foul down the first baseline by Cooper. First baseman was back. Took advantage of that. Foul. One ball, 2 strikes. Braden Mannering on the on-deck circle. There is a fly ball to right field, but way foul. Hits in Huron Street. Bounces over in the adjoining field. Once again, no breeze. There's been some gusts of wind tonight, but right now the flag's just hanging there. And that pitch is over the head of Cooper Markham, back to the backstop.
I tell you, the catcher for Ironton, Ethan Sutton, really positioned himself really off the outside corner. That's where he wants the pitch.
Well, that one was over the helmet of Cooper Markham.
Yeah, the targeted glove was missed on that pitch.
4 runs on 4 hits for the Ironmen. Just 1 hit so far. There's a foul ball back over here on Street. Count stays 2-2. Markham making Hughes work here. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Big Cavs game tonight, Pete. Oh, that pitch catches the inside edge of the plate. Cooper leans back. I don't know if he was in total agreement with the call, but it is a called strikeout. Strikeout number 7.
Yeah, I believe it is. 4 in a row.
That is 7 strikeouts. Braden Mannering had a base hit in the 2nd inning, stole second base, came in to score a run for the Ironmen. That first pitch is a strike. He bats from the left side of the field, hit it right up the middle, right over second base with that single in the 2nd. One of the 4 hits by the Ironmen. Leighton Camp on deck. That pitch is a touch bit low, and the umpire even points to the ground if the catcher was questioning it. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Nobody on base here in the bottom of the 3rd. That pitch should be called low. It is. 3 balls, 1 strike. The 3-1. That's a foul ball down the field line. Well foul over the fence. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sure, Hughes would love a 1-2-3 inning for Ironton. He's had a lot of base runners in the first 2. That's a curveball, and it's a called strike. 3 called strikeouts here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 8 strikeouts in the contest for Hughes. But after 3 innings of play, it stands at Jackson Ironmen 4, the Ironton Tigers 0. We'll be right back with more Jackson Ironmen baseball action right here on Total Media.
Nationwide Insurance in Jackson offers tailored coverage for auto, home, renters, business, life, and more. Our friendly team makes insurance simple. Get expert advice and local service you can trust right here in your community.
Are you looking for a reliable title company? Warranty Title Agency is a place you can trust. Whether you're closing on your first home or deed preparation, title exams, and more, Warranty Title Agency has got you covered. Stop by 227 East Main Street, Jackson, or call 740-286-2248.
When your vehicle or semi finds itself stuck on the road, call the rescue team at Angles Garage and Wrecker Service, located at 10992 Chillicothe Pike in Jackson. Call Angles Garage and Wrecker Service at 577-3636. Let's hook up.
Step into the charm of Archinetti's, located in a beautiful 1800s colonial-style house at 181 East Main Street in Jackson. Open Tuesday through Saturday with 3 daily off-the-menu lunch and dinner specials. Archinetti's prides itself in providing you with a fresh and delicious homemade meal each and every time. Archinetti's, where history meets great food.
Good people bring good people.
At Buckeye Construction and Restoration, it's the foundation of our projects and our company. VCR offers competitive salaries, professional development opportunities, and an employee referral bonus program. Visit VCRMCO.com to apply. VCR, preserving our history with the hands of craftsmen.
This factory at?
I take it there was the 2 doubles.
Well, we're back here, top of the 4th inning. Ironton coming up. Jacob Hughes, he's been their pitcher. He's thrown a lot of pitches, finds himself down by a score of 4-0. Could help his cause here by leading off for the Tigers. He struck out his first time up. A lot of strikeouts in tonight's contest, Pete Wilson. And we figure 8 for Jacob Hughes in 3 innings. Wyant with 5 strikeouts in his 3 innings of work. First pitch is a ball. Hughes, one of their outstanding hitters, as we said in the middle of this order, batting over 420 for the season. First 2 pitches are balls to him. That pitch is high and outside. A quick 3-0 count to their cleanup hitter. That ball is fouled straight back at us. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Swinging on 3-0, down 4-0. You wouldn't have expected that.
No, you'd have thought you'd have wanted the base runner there, but that shows you the confidence they have maybe in his hitting ability. He is probably their top hitter, batting in the cleanup. There's a pitch that is called strike. Hughes thought it was a little bit low. He took a couple steps down toward first base. But instead, it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. First batter up here. Top of the 4th inning. And the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. That's a big strikeout for Rylan Wyant. Get that leadoff hitter out here in the top of the 4th inning. Tanner Kleinman comes up. He walked and had a stolen base in the 2nd inning, but ended up being stranded on 3rd base as no Ironton Tiger has crossed the plate yet tonight. Seen another one of those good outings by Rylan Wyant here for Coach Josh McGraw. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That's a ball.
I guess it was.
Must have been a little bit low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Good breaking ball. Appeared to be over the middle of the plate. That one is low. 3 balls, 1 strike. Second straight batter getting to a 3-1 count. That pitch catches the outside edge of the plate. Another full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There is 1 out. Wyant pitching in the top of the 4th inning. And there is a line drive to center field, and it's easily pulled in by Leighton Camp. It was hit right at him. He took about 2 steps to his right and made the catch. But that's the hardest hit ball we've seen tonight by an Ironton Tiger, Pete.
Right, Ironton. They've had some opportunities, but they only have 1 hit.
Right. And no runs. And Carter Bridges is up. He walked in that 2nd inning. He is the DH for the Tigers. There are quickly 2 outs here in the 4th inning. That pitch leans him back a little bit. Ball 2. Pete Wilson peeking at his watch. He is going to be called to duty here shortly. It's not like he's jumping ship on our Jackson Ironmen, but duty does call, doesn't it, Pete?
Right.
Swing and a miss.
Have to put on my
editor's hat,
my public affairs reporting hat, and go to the Jackson City Council meeting.
Okay, we'll let you do that.
We couldn't get them to reschedule that for some reason.
There's a ground ball hit toward Wayland DeLong, fields it easily, throws over to Bodie Wolford, and another 1-2-3 inning for Ryland. So, after 3.5 innings, Jackson Ironmen 4, Ironton Tigers 0. We'll be back with more Jackson Ironmen baseball here in just 1 minute.
But there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at belisiofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Ryan Moore Construction specializes in turnkey construction, room additions, kitchen and bathroom remodels, as well as residential and commercial roofing. They also do silicone and acrylic roof coverings. Call today for a free estimate, 740-418-6140.
Dave's & Son Cleaning Service wants you to know that there is a simple solution to all your cleaning needs. Call Dave's & Son Cleaning Service at 286-4280. No, really, that's the solution. They don't cut corners, they clean them.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture. Contact me, Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones financial advisor, at 740-286-4872.
ERA Martin & Associates is your local.
Bottom of the 4th inning. Sparky Howard Field. Beautiful night for baseball. Jackson Ironmen trying to pick up their 19th win on this very impressive baseball season. We let Pete Wilson take off to cover City Council, and sitting down with me now is our athletic director, Waylon Massey, and thank you for giving me a few moments here.
Happy to be here.
Busiest man around Jackson, especially in spring sports.
It has been a crazy we've not had any of the reschedules, but it's been something every single night.
That's what we said. You've been blessed on the non-rescheduling situation.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. It's been the best. It's been the easiest spring I've had since I took over.
Leighton Camp hits a ground ball. Going to be a hard field to the second baseman. Oh, and he does a nice job of getting a quick underhand toss over to first base and just beating Leighton out by about a half a step there. Camp had been 2 for 2, 2 walks, a stolen base, 2 runs scored. Brings up Eli Ray, who is perfect on the game. 2 hits, an RBI, has scored a run. Tell us a little bit about what's going on. Listen, the big news is you had to be awful excited about the election returns.
I did. I mean, I don't obviously want to get too political, but
right. As
an athletic director,
yes.
The idea of taking this job and then having to go to kids whose family might not be in such a great place financially and tell them that they're not going to be able to play sports for us because of pay to play, or having to go tell coaches that have given us years of service that we can't, keep them on staff in a paid role. It was going to be tough. It was going to be really tough to do, because I see the good side of what sports do, not just the wins and losses, but the small victories. And the idea of having to do that was something that kept me up for weeks leading up to the election.
Weeks on end, and you weren't the only one. But you got to admit the fact that our community, as it seems to, always steps up to the plate when they have to, and that's a nice baseball statement there.
Absolutely, I think everyone that was on the pro side of the levy has thanked the Kids First Committee, but I don't know. I want to do that personally. So what they did was amazing, and for our community to come out and rally for our kids. I know no one wants to pay taxes, pass levies when they're not necessary, but I think this one is an investment in our kids, and I think it'll go a long way to keeping Jackson a strong community.
Eli Ray just earned a walk. It's getting on for the 3rd time tonight. He's now on first base. Ryan Simet's coming up. Ryan 1 for 1, has an RBI. He walked and has the single. Well, I'm going to let you brag for a minute there. How about our tennis team? Spring sports have been special, and sports all year long have been special. Kind of an unknown, kind of really a famous story there.
Yeah, I think when this spring is over, I think someone needs to sit down and figure out if there's been a better overall sports year for our
I don't remember one, and I can go back decades.
This senior class, and not just, but this senior class has been special in just about anything they've done. And yeah, the tennis team had sectionals today. We had one of our singles players, Christian Bertram, who's been our leader all year, get out. He'll look at for seeding tomorrow and then be at districts next week. So great for him, and it was a really nice surprise sport this spring.
Well, the year started out with there's a foul ball down the right field side, out of play. The year started out in the fall with another Frontier Athletic Championship by our football team, but our soccer teams with just fabulous seasons.
Yep, boys and girls golf. I mean, it was just a great start. We last year in the spring, not a lot of people probably know, but we had our second ever tennis state qualifier. Landon Smith was a great leader as a senior.
There's a shot down the left field line, just foul, and that was only by about 1.5 feet by Ryan.
Turned on that one.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, and trying to replace anyone that's been one of your best performers in school history of the sport is tough. And Christian took that on, and we got lucky. Jamie Smith, our coach, wasn't able to coach for us, so Amy Ochoa, who was our girls' coach, thought she'd give the boys' side a try, and had a wonderful season. Only had 2 losses in the FAC, lost the FAC title by a single point, and ended up with 16 boys coming out for tennis. And I made a post. I really wanted to thank the city of Jackson. The pickleball courts they put in at the city pool made about a dozen boys fall in love with racket sports, and it's paid huge dividends.
Lifetime sport, pretty neat thing.
Oh, it's a wonderful sport. Yep.
Yeah, it is. Appreciate it. Winter sports came along. Basketball team ties for the most wins in the history of a Jackson basketball team with 20 wins. Girls program looking upside. Wrestler going to the state in our outstanding wrestling program. It just didn't stop.
No, it didn't. And even some of the lesser known, we actually had the first ever girls tennis champion. Lauren Carper won the first ever FAC championship in a tournament setting. So even the sports that maybe didn't get the publicity, we even succeeded in those. And of course, it's led over here into the spring with number 1 seeds for boys baseball and girls in softball for the tournament. It's just been a wonderful spring.
Oh, it has been. No question about it. A full count to Ryan Simets. That pitch is, a called strike on the outside edge. And Ryan has a handful of the Ironton players kind of thought he had drawn a walk there. But that turns out to be a called strike. So there are 2 outs. During that moment, Eli Ray gets his stolen base. He ends up on second base. Bodie Wooford coming up. Bodie got on by an error in that first inning. Hit the ball the hardest of anybody in tonight's contest to the left fielder who made a spectacular play. It turned out to be a sacrifice find, another RBI for Bodie. But he has a runner at second, 2 outs. Ironman with the 4-0 lead. And there's a third baseman. Bodie has been robbed with 2 very hard hits tonight, but right at people. So, after 4 innings of play, the Jackson Ironmen still hold the 4-0 lead over the Ironton Fighting Tigers. We'll be back with 5th inning action here of Jackson Ironman baseball.
To buying and selling real estate. They have a team of great agents ready to help you not only find a property, but actually buy it. There are a lot of steps involved in buying or selling real estate, and it's important to work with an agent you trust to guide you through. ERA Martin & Associates, with offices in Jackson and Wellston, wishing all of our local athletes great success.
A special thanks to Henderson's Western Store for sponsoring our ground camera. Your support helps make all of this possible. Thank you, Henderson's.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than. Visit VCNBFamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Need a ride for any occasion? Choose Jackson Transportation, serving Jackson County and beyond with safe, reliable, and affordable service since 1995. Call 740-288-2091 and arrive in style.
When life throws you the unexpected.
Top the fifth inning. It's been all Jackson Ironmen so far. They hold a 4-0 lead over the Ohio Valley Conference League champions, the Ironton Tigers. Ironmen scored 2 in the first, 2 in the second. That's held up so far. Rylan Wyatt pitching a beautiful game, getting into the fifth inning of work now. He has given up 1 hit. He does have 6 strikeouts in the contest. And Rylan has become kind of our number 1 ace. Coach McGraw can count on him, and he's been solid, it seems like, his last half dozen starts for sure. I'm joined with our athletic director, Waylon Massey. We let Pete Wilson have a little bit of the evening off. Appreciate it, Waylon. He's sitting here getting to chat about things.
Seems to be what I'm getting good at here at Jackson is, following poorly after legends. Do it as an AD and now as a broadcaster.
Yeah, we'll give the editor does wear a few hats in this community, doesn't he?
Yeah. See a lot of the same people doing a lot of things, that's for sure.
Dawson Fillon is the hitter. He has the 1 hit tonight for the Ironton Tigers. And there is a called strike on the inside edge. 2 balls, 1 strike to him. He bats from the left side, facing the left-handed pitcher, Rylan.
I don't think he loved that call.
No, I don't. That side of the plate. Oh, there's another one. It's been a dangerous place for both teams.
Exactly right, yeah.
The umpiring has been consistent.
What we say is all you can ask for, right?
Yep.
Keep it consistent.
2-2 the count. And that pitch does find the inside part as a ball, so it is a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. What are we looking forward to? I mean, as you mentioned, you did mention that we have 2 number 1 seeded district tournament teams in our softball team and our baseball team, so some fun baseball tournament time coming up. There's a foul ball down the right field side.
Yeah, I've not looked at the bracket today. I've been down at tennis down in Portsmouth, the sectionals, but I think last I checked, I believe the girls will know who they play after tonight. They got a bye as the 1 seed. So
they do. I've got their bracket here just to say it is Waverly versus McLean tonight. There is a ball, so we are going to walk their leadoff hitter. Rylan has gotten on both times tonight for the Tigers.
And then tomorrow we've got the track team. They open up with the FAC track tournament starts tomorrow. So that's a Tuesday tonight, Monday, Thursday. So they hopefully get some league championship performances out of our track team. I've not got to see them a ton this year. Curtis does a great job. He kind of runs his own. Curtis Linder kind of runs his own show over there. So
he has a lot of great help to our track program. They do. We got some really faithful workers.
Yeah, a lot of the same faces again, like you say. But I'm hoping, like I said, hopefully we'll have some champions come out of that, and they'll prepare for their postseason next week.
Carson Freeland at the plate for the Tigers. He was up, runner on first, nobody out. Thursday night, the Jackson saw there's a fly ball to right field. Ashton Seymour camps under it, fights the sun off, and gets the easy out.
That's tougher than it looks, isn't it? He's looking right in the sun about this time, about 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, right into the sun.
Yes. Thursday night, the softball team will be hosting either, and we just said, the winner of Greenfield Waverly contest, and that will be up on the hill. The hosting team gets the benefit of getting to be the home team in that first tournament game.
Yep. Yeah,
if you haven't watched that team, people should come up and watch them. They do hit the softball.
Yeah, I don't know. They're kind of a hidden gem there behind the school.
Yes.
Not worth all the traffic going by like at baseball. They are an excellent team. They're well coached. They've got a great battery with pitcher and catchers. Taylor and Wright, a couple senior leaders, and they absolutely smash
basically
the ball.
Got 3 seniors: catcher, pitcher, center field, right up the middle, and that's where you want it. Your special players. There's a slowly hit ground ball. Rylan picks it up, throws it over to Bodie. They will advance the runner. That was a swinging ground ball. Goes 1-3. Runner gets to second base. So there is a runner at second, 2 outs, and their leadoff hitter, Braden Baker, coming up to the plate. He is 0 for 2 in the contest. Ryan Simetz has got him both times, once on a ground ball, once at a line drive right at him. Softball then if they can get the victory, that'll be Thursday night. They'll come right back at it. I think it is at Monday at Logan High School at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, they've got some unfinished business. I think last year they felt like they bowed out a game or two before they were ready last year. Tough loss at Logan last year, and I'm anxious to see. I mean, like I said, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but
right, you got to win the first one.
I think they've got some unfinished business. I think they're going to be fun to watch this postseason.
Curveball a little bit outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. There are 2 outs. Runner at second base. I think softball and baseball feel a little bit that way, even though softball, they had the high expectations coming in. This baseball team's maybe a bit of a surprise. There's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We knew we'd be good. I just don't know if we knew the young players would pick it up as quick as they have. I'll be honest, our 2, 3, and 4 hitters have been nothing but outstanding, the seniors. But everyone's picked it up around them. And you and I just talked about that. A couple key pitchers get hurt in football, so it made us a much younger, there's a foul tip back to the backstop, much younger pitching staff than probably Coach McGraw expected.
Yeah, I know when I put in the stats from Game Changer to our league website, the number of young kids we've seen get innings and important innings, not just mop-up duty, have been it's been really exceptional to see. I think this season is going to pay off dividends for years to come for Coach.
There's the pitch inside. Speaking of the league website, the Frontier Athletic Conference website is spectacular this year, and I've really enjoyed the fact that we have baseball stats in there.
Yeah, when we added stats to it, our page views jumped. We're over 15,000 page views a month now, and it's awesome to be able to do sortable stats and see those things.
Swing and foul tip back. And also go to that website, Frontier Athletic Conference website. There is a picture of a gentleman when you come to that website who received a big-time honor, and that is our current athletic director, yours truly, Mr. Massey. Congratulations on that.
Until they can bury me, I'm at the top of the page for now. That's right.
We don't want that to happen.
Thank you. It was a big honor. Like I say,
yes. There is a hard hit ground ball. Ryan Simets does. He wanted to scoop it over to second base, but there was nobody on first, so he just holds on to it, and they have runners on the corner.
You don't see that from Rhino very often.
No. We'll call that an error. Hate to do it, but that runner's on the corner. Bryson Kearns coming up. He has struck out both times. Ryland pitching out of a little bit of a jam here. There are 2 outs. 4-0 is your Jackson Ironmen lead. There's a pitch right down the middle, and that's a strike. Gets ahead of the count. If they hit that same ball again, Ryland can go over to Wayland, can't he?
You got it right. Yeah, whoever then.
Pitch a touch high, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I've had several athletic directors just take me aside and say what a quality program we've got here. A mistake like that are so rare for us that it does kind of catch you off guard. Josh McGraw has these guys so dialed in.
Curveball catches the outside part of the plate. Boy, he took a little bit off that one and gets ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a couple stars. 3. I mean, we brag about them all year, but Ryan and Bodie, 3 of the best 3-sport players to ever play at this high school.
Absolutely.
There's a swing and a miss. Ryland pitches out of a bit of a jam, but after 4.5 innings, it is your Jackson Ironmen 4, Ironton Tigers 0. We'll be right back. Bottom of the 5th inning in just 1 moment.
You need someone who knows the law and knows the community. From personal injury to criminal defense, family law to estate planning, John Clark has the experience you can trust. Call today, 740-286-4200, or visit 221 East Main Street in Jackson.
Every home is part of a chapter in your life story. Whether it's your first home, a place in your growing family, or an empty nester cottage, I'm here for you. From my team to yours, go Ironman.
As we honor the spirit of hard work and the American grit that keeps our community strong, Matheny's Hauling and Landscaping is here to help you tackle the tough jobs. When winter hits, count on our fast, dependable snow removal, and don't forget to stop in and look at our wide selection of firewood for sale so your home stays warm all winter long. If you have a storage shed that needs cleaned out, call 740-577-2218 today, and they'll get it done quickly and professionally. This season, choose a locally trusted, veteran-owned and operated team that believes in service, reliability, and pride in every job. Matheny's Hauling and Landscaping, working hard for the red, white, and you.
Start and end your day with McDonald's of Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you're always cooking up something great from your Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur McDonald's. And I'm loving it, and you will too.
Are you looking for the
Bottom of the 5th inning, Jackson 4, Ironton 0. Ironmen trying to pick up their 19th win on the season, another special year for Jackson. You know, it's been 5 straight years that Coach McGraw's teams have won 20 or more wins. Obviously, his first goal, as he always talks about, is winning an FAC championship. They've already accomplished that. They're knocking on the door on another 20-win season.
And you're right, and this one's going to be special. You know, the league title special for him. If he can get to 20, it'll be special because you're right. I think that was a little unexpected. Every offseason, you know, you read the neighboring schools' newspapers. They love to go ahead and talk about our demise in every sport. It seems like at the end of the year.
They hope.
Yeah,
they're hoping.
Yeah, we seem to just keep right on trucking along here. Using, I mean, obviously, even playing freshman varsity games like you got now with Jake and Waylon.
We got another freshman up at the plate.
Absolutely.
Jacob Gallagher getting an opportunity here. Been outstanding in his chances he's got when he's been up at the plate. That pitch is way outside. Boy, Hughes has thrown a lot of pitches tonight to go into the 5th inning here for the Tigers. He has given them quality innings, at least numbers-wise, but Ironman got to him for 2 in the first and 2 in the second. He had 4 walks in those 2 innings. He's pretty much settled down since then, and that pitch is high and inside. 2 balls, no strikes. To our big guy, the freshman, Jacob Gallagher, another 3-sport athlete.
Could be 4-sport. I mean, I don't know if you ever saw his junior high throwing results and discus and shot.
There's a swing and a miss. I think he'd pick up a shot put and throw it like a baseball.
I think he could pick up
He
a
is
shot
a
put
very
right now.
strong young man
He
as a
get some
freshman.
Points in track. He is a phenomenal athlete.
Yep. That pitch is called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. First batter up is Gallagher here, bottom of the 5th inning. 2 good baseball teams here. 32-8, the overall record between them. There's a swing and a miss.
We almost never have trouble filling a game, even if it's something that gets out late. Umpires love to come to Howler Field. They love to do our games. And when you can put a quality opponent out there against them, I'm sure it's a treat for these 3 officials as much as it is for us to get to watch it.
Well, like you said, we got a kind of a hidden softball field up there on top of the hill, but just overall our facilities.
Yeah.
How blessed are we here?
We're wonderful.
There's
I mean,
a ground ball. And that is a pitch across the mound. Third baseman gets him, makes a play, and that was Waylon DeLong with the ground out. Waylon gets down first base in a hurry, so that was a good play by our third baseman.
Yeah, Waylon's got got a lot of expectations for Waylon, obviously in baseball and in basketball.
Yep.
Need to find him a fall sport. Can't waste athletes like that.
I don't think Coach Morrow would agree with you. You'd like to have him getting ready for basketball then.
Maybe we can make
and Coach McGraw probably have him sneak him down to the hitting barn.
You're probably right. I'd like to sneak him on the soccer field.
Yeah, I'll bet. There's a ground ball, and it will find a hole between the third baseman and the shortstop. Rylan Wyatt with the base hit. Walked in the first inning. He did strike out. Now he has a base hit. And pitching a gem of a baseball game. We'll see Coach McGraw is going to walk down and talk to Rylan. They're going to put a pinch runner in. Makes sense.
I don't know if you and Pete mentioned it, Dan, but my goodness, the field looks wonderful, doesn't it, for as dry as it's been?
You got to give Coach McGraw credit. What a job he does on there. Yeah, and I don't have him on the roster. Number 44 is pinch running for the Ironmen. Hold on. Nope, current roster. I don't have him.
I'll do some digging
Somebody
for you here.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Cooper Markham will be up to the plate. There are 2 outs. Runner on first base. Cooper has struck out both times up. That pitch is high. There's a throw down to first base. Our pinch runner is back easily. Athletic Director Waylon Massey is trying to find out who number 44 is on our roster, and I apologize. He's not on the original baseball roster of the season. That just means he's a JV player that's gotten called up. That pitch is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs, runner on first base.
I've texted 2 of our baseball dads, but they're too deep in conversation strategy-wise there to look at their phones, so we'll get it to an answer.
A lot of coaching takes places in the stands. There is a ball hit into right field. Cooper Markham with a big hit. The runner from first will hold up at second base. Markham with a single. Back-to-back singles by our Ironmen. 2 on, and Braden Mannering will come up. Braden struck out his last time up, but had a single in the second. Stolen base, scored a run. Got things going in the second inning. Austin Towning was our pinch runner, and he is standing out on second base. Thank you, Mr. AD. Mr. Ad, I like to call you.
We'll take an assist from Matt Jenkins on that.
He's good for something.
It's not fantasy NBA, is it?
No. Well, he's very good at that. There's a swing and a miss by Braden Mannering. 1 for 2 on the contest.
It's neat to see these guys have come up through the travel systems with all these teams that they've put together, and Coach McGraw will be able to blend them together into one varsity team.
Oh, we have some kids play a lot of baseball all summer long.
Yeah, this is just the beginning for a lot of them.
Yep. Very young team. 3 seniors blend in there with juniors, sophomores, and freshmen all on the roster here for Coach McGraw. Future is bright. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on. There is a foul ball down the left field line. Foul. Ironman trying to add to a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning with 2 runners on, but there are 2 outs. The 1-2 to Mannering. There is a hard ball hit right at the first baseman. Takes a tough bounce, goes over his head into right field. Runner will score from second base. Austin Towning scores, and the other runner ends up, that is Cooper Markham. He ends up at third. We've got him at the corners, and now the Ironmen have the 5-0 lead. That's a base hit, but that was a tough one. First baseman thought he had to play on it. Right as it hit the grass, it went completely over his head into right field.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the transition from the grass to the dirt, it just kicked over his head. He didn't have a chance.
How about Braden Mannering? 2 for 3 on the contest. Has a stolen base. Now an RBI. Leadoff hitter. Leighton Camp, center fielder. Extraordinaire. Grounded out his last time up, but walked his first 2 times up. Scored 2 runs. Had a stolen base in the process. There's a pitch, little bit outside. Ironman makes some noise with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Got him at the corners. Infield umpire. Oh, there's a ball back here by the backstop. Our number 1 fan from Florida, Steve Lloyd, sends a text. Most broadcasts says, what a solid baseball program we have going right now. He is absolutely right. He's always right.
Absolutely. Well, if he's talking good about our baseball program, he is absolutely.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Steve. 1-0 count. That's a curveball, catches the inside edge, and the steal by Braden Mannering. He was trying to tempt the catcher into throwing down, but he wouldn't do it. So we got him on second and third. 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Camp, who has kind of camped his way into the leadoff spot in this order. And there's a curveball, hangs high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bad pun.
I don't know if he would win the home plate to home plate race, but I don't think I bet against him. He's a prototypical leadoff speed for sure.
Oh boy, and how he fields center field. Coach McGraw calls him a shortstop in center field. That pitch is outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. First base is open. Runners at second and third. Ironmen have the 5-0 lead, trying to add on to that. We can tab this OVC versus Frontier Athletic Conference. 2 league champions going against each other. That pitch is inside. That will be the third walk of the contest by Leighton Camp.
Pitching visit.
And this sends up, I think he's going to go with a lefty, it looks like. Eli Ray is going to come up. He is 2 for 2 on the contest, but his third time up he walked. He has a stolen base. He has an RBI. He has a run scored. And Eli batting over 380 on the season, nearing the 400 mark.
Dan, you've done this end of the year for several years. When do you think these managers start trying to set their pitching rotation for the postseason?
I'll talk to Coach McGraw here in the postgame. I would think it started tonight.
It's got to be one where, these wins are important. Obviously,
yes.
Everything
Now,
you build and everything, but you don't want to burn your pitchers out.
We won't pitch in the tournament till a week from Wednesday. So my question is, does he go with his number 1 again somewhere this week to keep him just tuned up? There is a gap. We will play away games on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then we don't play again until the next Wednesday. So,
and that's one of the downsides, if there is one, of not having the rain, is a lot of times we're pushing games back into those spots, trying to get especially league games in, but trying to make sure. And we've just not had to do that this spring.
You're right. Number 30 is warming up, and that is Dawson Phylan. His dad is the play-by-play announcer for the Ironton Tigers.
I did not know that.
Yes, which is part of the Total Media team. But you're right. There is a gap in play there. Now, it doesn't seem quite as pronounced with softball as they are getting to play their final game tonight. Was it Adina up on the hillside?
It may be. This is their 26th game. So OSHA allows 27. We actually have... we've got a gentleman's agreement with a neighboring school if both teams should win on Thursday to play on Friday.
All right, good.
Don't want to put that out and give anyone any bad luck, but we've got something lined up. And again, a little different with softball. This girls can throw every night.
Right. Yeah, you don't have the pitching concerns, and Jackson softball going for that elusive 20th victory again tonight, and hopefully, if not tonight, Thursday night.
I sure hope so.
Okay, bases loaded. Eli Ray up to the plate. Eli's got to be excited. Opportunity here. Ironman can really open this thing up. There are 2 outs. We got him on all bases right now. Eli's perfect on the evening, 2 for 2. His third time up was a walk. Left-handed pitcher. That pitch catches the outside edge of the plate.
That's very generous of you.
I'll tell you, Eli did a great job his first time up. He stayed with that kind of pitch and hits it out to right field, gets our first RBI and a run in. The 0-1. That pitch gets stop, and the runner will score easily. Cooper Markham comes home with the wild pitch.
It's a tough spot to bring a pitcher.
It is.
Pitcher into. Bases loaded, nowhere to put anybody, no feel for the ball or the mound.
Well, now the count goes 1-1. Both other runners advanced. We have Leighton Camp on second base. Braden Mannering on third. Score stands now 6-0. First base would be open. The count is 1-1 to Eli Ray, but one thing about Eli, when you're getting followed by Ryan Simets and Bodie Wolford, they're going to throw you. They got to throw strikes to him. It doesn't get easier. Our 3 seniors have been such stalwarts in the middle of this order. And my gosh, the second half of the season, they've just been bats on fire.
That's great for those younger kids to see what they're going to be expected. That's what seniors need to do.
And they are doing it. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 runners in scoring position. Senior left fielder Eli Ray at the plate. That curve catches the outside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I think you're right, Dan. They're just going to have to go with that to right field. I mean, it's been pretty consistent all
It's a
night.
wide outside of the plate. That's a swing and a miss. So the Ironmen go down here in the bottom of the 5th inning, but not until they score 2 runs on 3 hits. The score after 5 innings of play, it is your Jackson Ironmen 6, the Ironton Tigers 0. We'll be back with more Jackson Ironman baseball here in just 1 minute.
Perfect power sport vehicle? Well, come visit Pony Power Sports of Jackson. We're the same great faces you know and love at the same location and with the best selection in the tri-state area. From motorcycles to ATVs to side-by-sides. Pony Power Sports of Jackson has them all. It's where your adventure begins. Get to the pony.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the local pros at Red Apple Realty. They know Jackson and Ohio like the back of their hand, and they want to make your move smooth, simple, and successful. From first homes to forever homes, farms to fixer-uppers, they have the keys to your next chapter. If it's residential, commercial, or you're looking for land, their agents will search statewide for whatever you need. Call Red Apple Realty today at 740-577-3600 or visit redapplerealtyllc.com. Need furniture, appliances, electronics, mattresses? Jackson's Rent to Own has you covered. No credit checks, flexible payment plans, and fast delivery, so you can enjoy what you want when you want it. From big screen TVs to comfy sofas, brand name washers and dryers, and now a great selection of tires to keep you rolling. We make it easy to own the things you love. Come see us today at Jackson's Rent to Own, 427 East Main Street, where you get more for your money and a smile with every deal.
It's time to rent to own.
At Ryle, we believe.
Top of the 6th inning, Jackson 6, the Ironton Tigers 0. Rylan Wyatt has been outstanding on the mound. Ironman gotten some big hits in tonight's contest. All singles so far, but they've been effective. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 more in the bottom of the 5th. Coming up to the plate is Ethan Sutton, one of the outstanding hitters for the Tigers, but we've kept him in check tonight. 0 for 2 for the evening. Waylon, I'm going to ask you a question. Have we ever had more all-state quality individuals than this year that you can remember?
No,
you mentioned your son. I mean, in the fall we had him.
It's been a run, and I will say because of his all-state selection in boys soccer, it did get me thinking. A lot of schools, they honor those kids, and we try to bring them out during a basketball game to honor different kids. But we're working on something. Obviously, it's going to take some help from the community financially. But I'd like to get just some recognition, not just of this year's all-state selections, but the history of Jackson. And I've been working on a spreadsheet going back to the beginning of our sports when all-state became a thing. And it's just amazing some of these names I've pulled up, people I've never heard of that went on to do great things and have been drafted in baseball or have played college football. And it's just an amazing history we've got here, and we need to start honoring that a little more.
Well, when you speak of history, how about our buddy Randy Heath? He's a big help on there. There's a ground ball, and it is fair down the left field line, just over the third base bag.
Uh-oh.
Well, wait a second. The infield umpire called it foul. The home plate umpire called it fair. Now they're going to talk this over. Runner's going to walk back from first base.
Boy, I don't even know what you do in that
situation. The coach for Ironton is trying to nose in on this conversation, but home plate umpire, would he have the control?
I've been away from baseball for a few years since my boys quit playing, but I know growing up, I assumed that's the home plate's call till it gets past the base.
And it would have been a double.
Oh, every bit of it, yeah. He's 100% right.
And boy, the Ironton coaching staff is not going to be happy, but it's going to result in a foul ball. Tough for the hitter Sutton because he hit a shot down the left field line, right on the out of bounds line.
And you're right. That was a double.
Yes.
Probably standing up.
2-2.
Oh,
and there's a called strike, and that's not going to stir anybody. That's not going to calm them down in the Ironton dugout anymore. But Rylan Wyatt with a big called strike here to start the 6th inning.
Yeah. Yeah, I was always taught that it was the home plate's call, home plate umpire's call until it got past the base, and then it was the field umpires. But again, that's just me growing up. I'm not sure what the official rules are on that.
I got to remember to ask Coach McGraw that question in the postgame. He is a basketball mind, and he will know.
Yeah.
First pitch is a strike. Raylan Wyatt just been dominant in tonight's game here in the top of the 6th inning. Curveball going to be called a strike. Quick 0-2 count. Jacob Hughes, starting pitcher tonight for the Tigers, was relieved there in the bottom of the 5th inning. He has struck out in both his times up, and there's a called strike on a beautiful curveball. And Rylan Wyatt takes advantage of the foul ball call on the shot down the third baseline and gets 2 quick called strikeouts. So there are 2 outs here in the 6th.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not going to love that.
No, home plate umpire probably hearing a little bit of chatter from the Ironton dugout. Number 5 batter, Tanner Klingman. He has walked, had a stolen base, flied out his 2nd time up. Curveball right over the plate.
I mean,
Ryland just looks very comfortable right now, doesn't he, out there?
As soon as he gets the ball back, he's ready.
Yeah, he's ready. 0-2. That's a swing. Foul tip, but caught, and so he strikes out the side here at the top of the 6th inning. So through 5.5 innings of plays, Jackson Ironmen 6, Ironton Tigers 0. We'll be right back.
Education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success, and we can't wait to be a part of your story.
It's that time of year again. It's football season. Stop in and see us at the Sherwood Falks Insurance Agency to learn more about Ohio Mutual. We can help you select the right coverage for your needs. Call us today at 740-286-1708 or visit us on the web at SherwoodInsurance.com.
At Apple City Wholesalers, you'll never pay retail. Save 40 to 70% on name brand items from toys and tools to fashion and home goods. Get ready for your summer with their great deals on their outdoor inventory too. Don't miss their popular Facebook Live sales from Sunday through Thursday at 5 p.m. featuring 50 to 60 items each night. Visit them on Facebook or stop by in person. Apple City Wholesalers, your budget-friendly shopping destination.
Top Tier Customs in Jackson is your local destination for bold builds and custom styles. From lift kits and lighting to wheels, winches, and more, we do it all with expert care. Bring your truck, Jeep, or SUV in today and leave with a ride that truly stands out.
Virgil Hamilton, Nationwide.
Bottom of the 6th. Beautiful night for baseball here at Sparky Howler Field. What a beautiful spring it's been. What a special season it's been for our Ironmen. Let's see if we can hold on to a 6-0 lead over the Ironton Fighting Tigers and get win number 19 on the season. I'm joined by our athletic director, Waylon Massey. You're getting some cat calls from the crowd down here, Waylon. Don't pay any attention to them.
It's just, our principal, Tyler Swackhammer's down there, and I think he's just jealous.
Yes.
I told him, you asked me for a 30-second interview, and I just won't leave, so I appreciate you letting me stay up here for a few innings.
You're always busy, but how about the month of May for that gentleman?
Yeah, I wouldn't switch him. Mine's busy, but no thanks.
No, principal's month of May is always a challenge, but boy, what a fabulous job he does.
He does. I mean, with all the issues swirling with the levy and stuff, obviously we had a lot of uncertainty.
I'm going to give a shout out, and I had a big thank you to everybody, not only in the paper but on Facebook. But our superintendent thanked everybody in the world, but let's thank him.
Yeah.
There is a hit by Ryan Simets, and that's going to go past the center fielder to the fence. Ryan's going to turn first. He's going to coast into second. Nope, he's not even going to stop. He's going to barrel his way into third base. He slides in, but an easy triple for Ryan Simets. His second hit in the contest.
We're going to have a little more controversy here, Dan.
So what are they thinking? He missed first?
So they're going to try to, I don't know. They're asking to throw over option.
Well, the infield umpires weren't anywhere near, and they were going to say he did miss first base, and they call him out. Wow.
Now, Dan, I don't believe in make-up calls, but is there a chance?
Well, I'll tell you what, Coach McGraw is going to come all the way across the diamond and discuss this over with the infield umpire over by first base. I think what he's going to question is, did he really see that?
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I was watching the ball.
I hate it for Ryan. That was a triple, easy triple, a shot past the center fielder. He dove for it. It goes to the fence. They're still after the home plate umpire on an earlier call, but Ryan will be called out. It will be a hit. Well, I don't know if that can go down as a triple.
I don't know what I'm not sure what
Another question for Coach McGraw. But at least the Ironton dugout.
I guess it can't be hit if they say didn't touch first base.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. There's a swing and a foul tip back to the backstop by Bodie Wooford. He's up. It's almost got to be a hit for Ryan, but it obviously can't be a triple.
Yeah. I don't know if they say he missed first base. I don't know that you can get a hit.
Bodie has hit the ball hard all 3 times tonight, but his second 2 times he hit it like a rocket. One was the sacrifice fly to the left fielder who made a spectacular play. The other was a shot right at the shortstop. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch is outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Some excitement with the umpiring crew here in the last inning.
Nice to see down 6-0, still competing. I respect that.
There's a foul ball back over the backstop. Out of play. Iron dugout ought to be a little happier.
Yeah.
They're 1 for 1 on their complaints. Here's the pitch from the left-handed pitcher, and that stays outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Senior Bodie Wooford, and as we mentioned, one of those super 3-sport athletes.
A little bit of a do-everything. Quarterback, 1,000-point scorer, and cleanup hitter.
And there is a shot to left center field. Center fielder running back. It's off the bottom of the fence. So Bodie will round first into second standing up. Wow, what a shame that Ryan's didn't count. There was 2 hard-hit baseballs, one over the head of the center fielder, the other one just out of his reach.
I think that might have cheated Bodie out of an RBI.
Yes, it certainly did, but he has one tonight, and he does lead this team in RBIs. Speaking of RBIs, has 25 in the season. The one tonight gives him 26. That'll bring up Ashton Seymour, a right fielder. 1 out, runner at second base. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ironmen hold a 6-0 lead over the Ironton Fighting Tigers, OVC champions this year. 12-2 within their league, 14-4 overall. I'm sure they have to be a high-seeded team in their district.
I would imagine so, yeah.
Division 5, I think.
I didn't look past ours, I'll be honest with you.
We're Division 3.
I pour over the basketball brackets, but when it gets to baseball, I look for us, and that's about all I care about.
Curveball catches the outside edge once again. They're still hunting for that foul ball.
Yeah, it actually hit the wire and bounced back. It's on this side of the fence.
Oh.
No way to tell Smalley that right now. I'll occasionally look at
Young
the practice.
Smalley out there chasing those down.
Yeah, those are expensive baseballs. He needs to keep working hard.
That is going to catch the outside edge. Ashton Seymour looks down to his third base coach, Coach McGraw. I don't know if he was in total agreement with those pitches, but it's an 0-2 count. 1 out. Bodie Wooford standing out at second base. Pitcher steps off the rubber. Seymour pitched the outstanding game against Athens last Friday night.
Another one of those young sophomores.
Yep. There is going to catch the outside edge of the plate. He just looks a little bit discouraged there. They were tough pitches, but it's been that way all night long. 2 outs, runner on second. Waylon DeLong coming up. Whalen has struck out twice and grounded out. Whalen, I'm sure, is going to get a start Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. 3 games in a row for the Ironmen to finish up this week and the regular season of baseball. There's that curveball catching the outside part of the plate. Strike one.
And that's been a surprise for me. Like I say, Whalen's, try to follow him coming up through, knowing what a great athlete he is. I knew he was a great field player and hitter, but I didn't know he pitched until this year.
I think Whalen could play probably 9 spots.
It's good to have those kids, isn't it?
Yes. Matter of fact, I think, was Whalen going to be our backup catcher?
I think he's caught a little bit.
Yes, he has. So he could play all 9.
I would say you lose Ryan and you're gaining him in Whalen. That's the same type of athlete.
Yes. Well, you just don't replace Orion, but Whalen will do
you're right.
a nice job of it. There's a curveball, catches the outside part of the plate. That's 5 of those here in this inning, and they're tough. You really have to reach if you're going to hit them. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner standing out there. That's Bodie Wooford at second base. Rylan Wyant on deck. That pitch is far enough outside to be called a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Rylan pitching a beautiful game. He struck out the side there in the top of the 6th inning.
And I don't think Rylan got to pitch very much last year with Gavin and Tucker.
And that's going to be a called strike. Ironmen go down, but not after 2 very hard hit balls. A triple by Ryan Simets, but gets called for missing first base, and then a hard hit double by Bodie Wooford, but we do not score. So after 6 innings of play, it is your Jackson Ironmen 6, Ironton Tigers 0. We're coming to bat. We're 3 outs away from picking up win number 19 on the season. We'll be right back.
Jackson offers tailored coverage for auto, home, renters, business, life, and more. Our friendly team makes insurance simple. Get expert advice and local service you can trust right here in your community.
Are you looking for a reliable title company? Warranty Title Agency is a place you can trust. Whether you're closing on your first home or deed preparation, title exams, and more, Warranty Title Agency has got you covered. Stop by 227 East Main Street, Jackson, or call 740-286-2248.
When your vehicle or semi finds itself stuck on the road, call the rescue team at Angles Garage and Wrecker Service, located at 10992 Chillicothe Pike in Jackson. Call Angles Garage and Wrecker Service at 577-3636. Let's hook up.
Step into the charm of Archinetti's, located in a beautiful 1800s colonial-style house at 181 East Main Street in Jackson. Open Tuesday through Saturday with 3 daily off-the-menu lunch and dinner specials. Archinetti's prides itself in providing you with a fresh and delicious homemade meal each and every time. Archinetti's, where history meets great food.
Good people bring good.
I think it might be something to do with the score.
Okay, here we go. Top of the 7th inning. Ironmen are 3 outs away from a victory. Victory number 19 on the season. Rylan Wyant back on the mound. He's been masterful tonight. First pitch is called ball. Struck out the side the inning before. 10 strikeouts in the game, and there is a foul ball. No, it's hit high in the air, and we're going to have a play on it. Bodie Wooford fights the sun and makes the catch, and we're 2 outs away. Thank you. Dawson Phelan coming in. We have not got him out yet. He has a single and a walk. The one hitter that Rylan is trying to finish off. We watched him pitch 6 innings of no-hit ball earlier in the season. Lefty against lefty. And that curveball is not called a strike, and it looks like it's been where all those outside strikes were, didn't it?
That's an inside ball, an outside strike, I guess.
That curve is about the same way. 2 balls, no strikes. Dawson Phelan, father, a voice of the Ironton Tigers on the Total Media Broadcast Network. That pitch is a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. There is 1 out. We're 2 outs away. And there is a foul ball back. Count evens at 2-2. You know what? We bragged for a second there. You talked about how beautiful our field is here. There is a ground ball. Oh, a nice stab by Bodie Wilford. He walks it over and touches the bag.
Good to have a Division I athlete at first base.
It doesn't ever hurt, does it?
Never.
Never hurts. You know as well as I do, I don't know if the public does the work Coach McGraw puts in on this field.
If anyone wants to see it, he'll be here tonight until dark. We don't have lights, so he'll be here until he can't see. And then he will be the first one.
That's a foul ball back.
He'll be the first one here tomorrow before practice. Every weekend, I know they've put money, they've put time between he and the booster group with the new scoreboard they got put in last year and the upgrades to this press box.
There is a slowly hit ground ball. Bodie Wilford scoops it up, gives it over to Rylan Wyatt. He touches the bag, and wow, 1, 2, 3 quickly for the Jackson Ironmen, and they come away with a victory tonight. They advance to 19-4 on the season, actually 9-1 within the Frontier Athletic Conference. We are league champ. That happened a week or so ago. But Jackson now will have 3 more games this week. They're all on the road. But we'll be back home a week from Wednesday with tournament play. So, Mr. Ad, we would love to see this place be filled up because this Jackson baseball team is fun to watch.
Absolutely. I think if we can get crowd behind him, it's just that little extra oomph we've got, it'd be great.
No doubt about it. Hey, I want to give you a big shout out. Thank you for pinch hitting for Pete Wilson. We have proved we can do it without him.
That's right. He's put him on notice, right?
Yeah, if he'd rather do things like city council meetings, but
this is more my daughter's speech. She's the one who wants to be the announcer, so I'll.
Hey, I would do a broadcast with your daughter. She's one of my favorites on there.
All right, well, thank you for
Layla Massey, thank you so very much. We're going to take a timeout. We'll get a chance to talk things over with Coach Josh McGraw, and it's once again a very impressive victory by our Jackson Ironmen by a score of 6-0. They defeat the Ironton Fighting Tigers. Ironton was 14, and now they're 14-5 on the season, but 12-2 in a very good baseball conference, the Ohio Valley Conference. They were champs there, but it is our Jackson Ironmen coming away with the victory tonight. We'll be back with Coach Josh McGraw here in just a few minutes.
At Buckeye Construction and Restoration, it's the foundation of our projects and our company. VCR offers competitive salaries, professional development opportunities, and an employee referral bonus program. Visit VCRMCO.com to apply. VCR, preserving our history with the hands of craftsmen.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at belisiofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Ryan Moore Construction specializes in turnkey construction, room additions, kitchen and bathroom remodels, as well as residential and commercial roofing. They also do silicone and acrylic roof coverings. Call today for a free estimate, 740-418-6140.
Dave's & Son Cleaning Service wants you to know that there is a simple solution to all your cleaning needs. Call Dave's & Son Cleaning Service at 286-4280. No, really, that's the solution. They don't cut corners, they clean them.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture. Contact me, Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones financial advisor, at 740-286-4872.
ERA Martin & Associates is your local connection to buying and selling real estate. They have a team of great agents ready to help you not only find a property, but actually buy it. There are a lot of steps involved in buying or selling real estate, and it's important to work with an agent you trust to guide you through. ERA Martin & Associates, with offices in Jackson and Wellston, wishing all of our local athletes great success.
A special thanks to Henderson's Western Store for sponsoring our ground camera. Your support helps make all of this possible. Thank you, Henderson's.
home. It's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than. Visit VCNBFamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Need a ride for any? So how they score those other two?
We're back here at Sparky Howler Field. It is post-game program here going on as the Jackson Ironmen pick up a big victory, win number 19 on the season. Coach McGraw is huddled up with his team out in left field. He's heading up this direction, so we're going to get his thoughts on tonight's win. A 6-0 victory over a league champion of the OVC, the Ironton Fighting Tigers. The Ironmen advanced to 19-4 on the season. Coach Josh McGraw, I'm not stealing Pete's job, but he snuck away and went to a city council meeting, but he got it over in 21 minutes, so he's back. But I wanted to take an opportunity here
I think Pete's got his priorities wrong.
I do too. We didn't fire him, though, totally.
We can't do that.
We're going to let him back a week from Wednesday.
That's good.
But first of all, big congratulations.
Thank
What
you.
an impressive. We kind of set this one up as an OVC versus a Frontier Athletic Conference matchup. 2 league champs, 2 outstanding baseball teams, but boy, your team comes away with a 6-0 victory tonight.
Yeah, Wyatt led us on the mound. And Ironton's a good ball club. I think they won at least a share of the OVC. And that's one of their better pitchers, if not their ace. I don't really know what they do or anything like that. That's hard to read on Game Changer when you don't play these guys.
He's one of their best players. He bats .420 on the season.
Yeah, bats in the middle of the lineup. He's one of the better hitters. Probably just all around good athlete type of kid. You could tell by the way he's built, things like that. Good player. He had a little juice on the mound. And good curveball, and we had to battle. We did a great job at the plate, taking pitches, making him work. Drawing some walks, drawing a lot of 3-1, 3-2 counts, and then putting the ball in play. It was a very efficient game. You're and get against a good pitcher, you're going to have some strikeouts and different things like that. But when we got a chance to score, we made them pay.
Oh, well, first 2 innings, we are up 4-0, and that to me was the minimum amount we could have been up. My gosh, we had a great eye at the plate, forced him to make pitch after pitch after pitch, forced him into 4 walks. Big hit early on by Eli Ray. We just kind of come to expect that. Yeah. How about Braden Mannering in the number 9 hole batting for you tonight?
Yeah, he had an awesome approach tonight. Even when he didn't use foul balls, he just had a quality approach at the plate, got the barrels there, swung at strikes, and he had a great job, did a great job for us, and he did a very good job of, not changing who he is, and, in certain situations, be who you are, try to find a pitch you can hit and work your way on base, and he did a great job of that.
Well, scoring 6 runs against Ironton is a nice feat, but I'll tell you, Rylan Wyatt was the star tonight to give you 7 innings tonight, and just another masterful performance by him, 10 strikeouts in the effort.
Is that what he had?
Yes.
He was dominant. Early on, I talked to the team, him and the team afterwards, pitchers go through something or go through a little adversity and they find their way out of it. That's when you know what you are, varsity pitcher, and he had trouble in the second. And he shook a few of them off to throw the fastball. He just wasn't comfortable, and then came back and each inning got a little better and a little better, and he just did a fabulous job. He didn't want to come out of the game. I let him go. I think he was around 110 pitches or something like that. But he's got 9 days off where he's going to have to throw again. But it was good to see him want the ball and want to keep the ball in his hand. He's a bulldog out there.
Well, he threw over 100 pitches, but he also got the last 9 batters out in the contest. He got the first 2 on in the 5th, and then it was 9 in a row.
Yeah, it's 2 on. Yeah, I think they had first and second, nobody out, and didn't score a run. He end up having. I think they might have even went up to second, third, or bases loaded. But he did a great job getting out of jams, things like that. When you're always one pitch away, a couple pitches away, get a big pop-up or a strikeout, and you're right out of an inning. He did a great job of that tonight. It was awesome to see him. That's a quality baseball team. He had 10 strikeouts against a good team, and that's good to see.
Well, no question about it. Hey, got to ask you a couple questions. You're the baseball mind, and there's so many things I question at times. There were a couple calls by the umpiring crew that drew some interest, I would think, from the crowd and both dugouts on there. Mm-hmm. The shot down the third base line when the home plate umpire calls it fair and the infield umpire calls it foul, was that the proper decision that they made, or the Ironton dugout was not very happy?
No, you're not going to be happy when it goes against you either way.
Sure.
I wouldn't be either. I when I was trying to listen to them talk, obviously I'm back here by the dugout. Basically, the field umpire said to the plate umpire, you have to the base, I have beyond the base, and he felt like it kicked foul at the base or something like that. I do know, and the one thing I was trying to stress to the umpires when I said it, you can't undo a foul ball. It wouldn't matter either way right there. A foul ball is a dead ball. You can't undo it. It's like, calling strike 3 and then later on say, oh, that was ball 4. No, you can't. The call's the call. You can't turn a dead ball into a live ball situation right there. So I don't know if that played a role in it, what they were doing. But at that point, Ironton was arguing, and I get that. I'd be arguing too if it went against me. But yeah, I think the umpires were kind of stuck in a situation where once you call foul ball, it's a foul ball. You can't undo it.
The second controversial call, Ryan Simons hits a shot to center field, goes by the center fielder all the way to the fence. He coasts into third base, and they have a call that he missed first base. I know you walked all the way out to discuss that with the umpire on there, and I just wondered what your question was. Did he even see it? But it was, and my other, as a stat man, does that take away a hit from Ryan?
It does. Yeah.
Oh, shucks.
He never reached first base.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think obviously I don't have a view from the third base box. So,
sure.
I looked at Coach DeLong, and he let me know that he touched the base. Now, they can't undo that play either. I know that, but I wanted to get my 2 cents in.
Sure.
I felt like that in that situation, they let the complaining from the dugout, which was going on for 7 innings from their dugout.
I understand that.
I wanted to address that I felt he let that dugout talk him into calling what he called, whether he saw it or not. I don't know, but Ryan, I've coached Ryan for now 11 years. He's straight up. He says, Coach, I didn't miss it. And the first base coach says, I didn't miss it. I'm going to stand up for my players.
Ryan would step up if he did. He'd tell you that.
He'd tell you. I don't know. I might have. But, yeah, you got to, as a head coach, you got to stand up for your players right there. And I felt like it was a call against him that shouldn't have been made.
Victory number 19 on the season. 5 years in a row, the Ironmen have won 20 or more wins. Obviously, we're approaching that. Your first goal was winning a league championship, but getting 20 wins is also a feather in the cap.
Yeah,
they got to still get it done.
Yeah, that's the second goal, FAC championship, and then 20 wins, and then tournament wins. But yeah, we got a chance of that. That's a big deal. It's a huge deal. It doesn't happen very often. I know it seems like it's become the standard with 5 years in a row, but it is very. If you look across Southeastern Ohio baseball, it's very rare to get that many wins and to get that many games in, things like that, especially with the competition that we play. We don't play in a weak league. We're not getting guaranteed wins in our conference, and I don't know that we schedule anybody that is a guaranteed win anyway. We just don't schedule those games, so it's a fight, night in, night out. Getting 15 is great. Find a way to get 20 is remarkable.
Absolutely. Well, big week for you. You have 3 road games to finish up the regular season, but last Sunday the drawings came out, and we drew the number 1 seed in the district bracket, which is a great thing, well deserved. We will take on Marietta next Wednesday night, and we have earned the luxury to play here at Sparky Howler Field.
Yeah, we're going to play a home tournament game on Wednesday. I'm kind of glad to get this game over with, start doing some scouting on Marietta. I don't know a lot. We don't play them because they're kind of far away. They used to be in the SUAL, so that's kind of cool. You got an old league opponent coming back. But we got to figure out the scouting report, and that's one thing I think we do a good job of is scouting other hitters, things like that, what they can and can't hit. We had Ironton. I spent a lot of time last night. Game after game and trying to find a hitter's weakness, and that's what I do pretty much every night. I don't have a lot of hobbies, so I like the
baseball number 1.
Yeah, I think it's number 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
And then hopefully hang out with my wife and my daughter for a while. So but yeah, I'm blessed to have.
Hey, I'm going to let you brag for a second. Your son's playing in a big game tonight.
Yeah, he is. They got a big game. They won it. Shawnee State won a big game earlier in the regionals. I think it's first time in about 10 or 12 years they made the regional tournament. That's a big deal. But yeah, they won by a run rule earlier, which is impressive. They got another big one tonight. It's going to be tough. But yeah, I'm excited to get home and watch that one on the computer.
Coach, congratulations picking up 19th win on the season. Big win against a very good baseball team. You have 3 games on the road to finish out the regular season. We will be back here a week from Wednesday, and I'd like to see the whole town come out and root on your Jackson Ironmen in tournament play.
That'd be awesome. We want to put a good product on the field for the community. Well, I think we do.
Thank you so much, Coach Josh McGraw joining us. Pete Wilson, we let him get away for a second, but he got through a council meeting and he's back here. Pete Wilson, you missed some fireworks there at the end with some calls, but Coach McGraw did a great job of explaining them to us, and Ironman come away with that 19th victory.
Well, the Ironmen play well enough that, a call that is controversial isn't going to make the difference. That's what you do.
Not in tonight's game at all.
So, very impressive that the Ironmen win this game against, as we said at the outset and throughout the broadcast, a very, very, very solid Ironton team, and the beat goes on for these Ironmen.
No question about it. It's Jackson 6, Ironton Tigers 0 tonight. Ironmen go to 19-4 on the season, and they will play 3 away games Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's at Galplis, at Union, and at Waverly. We will not be on those, but we'll be back a week from Wednesday with tournament baseball as Marietta comes to town to take on the number 1 seeded team in the district, the Jackson Ironmen. So for Pete Wilson and myself, Dan Morrow, good night, everybody.